Let's see here. Playlists. These are my playlists. I want to find ska. Ska punk. Ska punk. Ska punk.
For some reason, when it imports into Blender,
Mm-hmm.
it's weaving off this red Dale and trailers.
Hmm.
So but when I click on it, it looks like it's clicking on the whole thing, and you can shift control and do more than one, but it still doesn't.
Do it.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's like a. I'm sure it's pretty easy. I'm just me.
That's good music. Good music. It's gonna blast me in the ears, and it's gonna blast it so hard. Oh, jeez. Brace yourselves. There it goes. Wah. Marching. Serrating. Alright, let's see. Let's see. The next things that I want to start building for this guy. Night. Come home. Work sucks. Mm. Cool. Well, that's up and running. Next thing I need to do is start adding auth into this dude. Cool. Let's see here. New file. Like it's an index.js. It's kind of like the module. He is only going to get posts starting off. Cool. Alright, so we got the post. So actually, what would be kind of cool is we could actually write the test for this before we do anything else. Core, compose. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with that. We might need to still bring core in. Chai, create event. So this is goes create auth token. We're not really going to trying to decide, what do we do? 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 Do we want to actually keep track of everyone who has an account? I want to keep track of everyone. If I want people to auth, I don't really want people to auth. I just want to know when you make requests to me, you'll be passing this token saying that, yep, you're allowed to do what you say you're allowed to do. Just really want to give them an API key. I like it. That feels like a kind of a pretty standard setup. So yeah, so they'll post credentials to me. Username, pass. I return back to them. That's create. Sure, why not? So I'm going to go auth should return a token. A token. So you post to auth. You will be sending me up some basic credentials about yourself, and I will return back to you saying, yep, you've been created. But I won't actually return back. Do I return back to you a token? So you do a get on it. Whenever you do a get, just if you send me. Shoot, how are we gonna do that? It's interesting. Yeah, if you do a get on the token endpoint, on the auth endpoint, that's what you're doing. You're saying, here's my username, password, credentials. I need to get this back. It goes, okay, here you go. You do a get. Yeah. Okay. So on this, that's just going to be a post. Create should do this. Alright, and then what that'll do is going to do chat requests. Yes. On auth, you're going to post to it. Auth, and it's going to send the event. But we'll do something simple here. So what are you going to post up to you? You're going to have to post to me a username. And you'll post to me a password. And then you're going to have to send me some way of identifying you, I guess. because I really don't care. Like, you give me a username, I'll give you a token. I guess I don't have a lot of forethought into what I really wanted to do, but that'll work for me. That's what you will send. So this is what's really cool. So for creating a, let's create the schema for this real fast. Schemas, event, person. There we go, new folder. We'll call this a account. Let's see here. You go schema. So I'm gonna go new file, schema. Alright, let's get to renaming this here. ID schema. Wait, that was weird. Account. Type object. Yes, it will have an ID. And then let's see here. We have just pretty basic. Check this. Remove all this. And copy this. Alright, so then this is going to be username. Username. Password. So that's the schema for it. And yeah, these are both required. Username needs to be... Can we have it do a regex? Whoa. I apologize. My system just barely kicked back on. Cool. It's good to have you guys here. Nice. What's it all about? Realm of the Geek. How's it going, man? So what I'm working on is still Evently server, but the main part I'm working on now is making it so people can create an account with Evently server, mainly other developers, so they can get a token that they can then communicate with my server and be able to use its APIs for building their own things. So that's what I'm doing right now. And Felix, it's good to see you. How's it going, man? Oh, cool. What are you using for your login system? Format added to the validator project. Custom formats do not affect previously instantiated validators. This is to prevent validator instance from being altered once created. It is conceivable that multiple validators may be created to handle multiple schemas with different formats in a program. Formats added to validator.custom formats affect only that validator instance. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, so that's going to be for my validator. I'm thinking I'm making it so I can learn to use Node, and MySQL is going pretty good. Encryption is important, though. I like crypto on Node, though it allows for loads customization. Oh yeah, okay, sweet. Shingenko says, "What a day! Please explain. Why is it a day?" She got downstairs. Pencil lines all over my. Oh yes, yes, the little ehos. Rip. Is there like no delay? I don't know. Thankfully, kids didn't dig into the monitors. Just took forever to wipe off. Ugh. Mr. Demon Wolf, how's it going, man? That sucks, dude. I just had my daughter come down, and she goes, "I wrote it on the wall." Oh, good to hear. All right, hang on, guys. I will be back in a quick second here. I have returned. Vulture. They use real SSDs and have a powerful network for using. Cool. Hey, Knights, I saw that you're here too. Welcome. Who else is here? Knights, Mr. Wolf. That's cool. My format. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so we're going to add a new one. I just wanted to do a email validator. They're cheap. Woo! 3,105. Holy balls. Email? Holiday email. Wow. Look at that freaking email. Holy crap. This email eliminates valid and use emails. Do not use. Holy cow. That was one freaking thing. Why not just use put type email? Well, this is on the server, and I'm looking at using a regex to check what's being passed to my server is legit. Knights, you're coding right now. What are you doing? What are you coding? Oh yeah, you're at work. That's right. So yeah, this is on the server. That is one heck of a regex. Holy balls. But it is very popular. You will never match all valid email addresses with regular expression. I just tried. That is... maybe a simple regex. I don't really need it to do much. Same language as what you're doing right now. Yay! Ah, good luck on upgrading abroad. Sure, but I have no control on what people are going to be doing. Since, for example, let's say you, Kento, you want to interface with this. You want to create events. I have no idea if you're going to be using type email on your side before you send it to my server. So I need a validator on the server. My server needs to be the source of truth, the ultimate bodyguard, not bodyguard, but gatekeeper of everything. I can't trust I can't trust you to do it right. I know that sounds harsh, but like I can't trust my clients to do it right. I have to have my server block. Bouncer. And type whatever. Yeah. I'm just looking for a simple regex. That one was a freaking intense one. I don't really need anything like super nuts either. And so for people who want really simple validation form, anything to, yeah, that's perfect. That's what I want right there. Perfect. Don't really care. Just simple. Inspect the password box, but it won't allow anything that doesn't have an whatever, right? I think I'm thinking of thing wrong. Remove the type. It shows the password in plain text. Yep, you can just understand the browser is not secure. Period. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Anyways, I think this guy looks good. Yeah, pretty simple. That's what I want. This is why people should not use the browser password manager. Oh, people are dumb. Yeah, browser's interesting place. Always, 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 always treat your server. You need to always have like the final validation happen on your server. It's good to put validation on the client side to prevent users from putting in random crap and then sending unnecessary requests to your server. So always want to try to validate on this client first, but you need to have the server be the final place of authority. Yeah. Actually, be a const, but whatever. For now, that looks fine. I gotta move my chat a little closer so I can see what you guys are saying. People should, to be honest, just use LastPass or something. There's many great cloud-based password managers could be better than browser ones. Many. Yeah. Yep. I wonder how good Google's password manager is. I'm Cade. Hey, it's Mr. Hollingsworth. How are you doing, sir? All right, let's go. Username, which should just be email. It's not just go email. And what's going on here? Format. String, comma. Perfect. Perfect. Just saw you were on and wanted to watch. Yep. Just doing some code. I'm great, but they call me Hollywood. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah. That's right. Google encrypts everything basically. So what are you coding? So I'm making a server right now that lets people create events. It's supposed to be really basic, but I want to make it really good at doing something really basic so we can build on top of it. The idea is that you can pass a name of event, so like playing soccer tonight at 7 o'clock. Yeah, playing soccer, and then you give it a start time, 7 o'clock, and you say, I need 5 more people. Send it to the server. It creates the event and returns back to you a link that you can then put on Facebook, put on Twitter, email it, text it, whatever the heck you want. And then people can join in. Looks like a cool projector. Remember, people in Argentina couldn't say Hollingsworth. That's right. Other Oshingsworth? Yeah. Anyways, doing this dude here. Style and validate email. Password, min length, max length. Great. Looks good. English, ENG in 2017. Yeah. Cool. So that's what I need right there. I just need to register this validator once I go over and do it. So, cool. That's pretty basic. We can extend the power of this later. But that's pretty good. If you need logins for it, try Passport. That's true. Yeah, you can use Passport. I don't think I need anything. I don't really need anything that. I'm saying heavy, even though Passport's not heavy. I don't need all the feature Passport's offering. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Just pretty basic. Give me an email, give me a password, and I'll give you your token. Hey, Mr. Demon Wolf, what are you working on? Event schema. Yes. I don't need person schema as much as cool as it is. No, I'm not going to do that. You'll get an account. And we'll pass the account into it. And we'll validate it against the account schema. Account schema. So we get that. Cool stuff. Bye, Hollingsworth. See ya, Hollywood. Alright, not much. Just been trying to fix fonts on my sites and changing a few styles. Yes. Good old CSS. What are you using for your for your fonts? There we go. We got a custom one right here. What happened? Give me just that piece. There you go. You know what? Screw it, I'm upgrading them tonight. Some Google ones. Just needed to make some of them smaller, as I tend to make them too big. Gotcha. Already pulled backups anyway, and if I need to, can do another one. Cool. Hey, Genko, what have you been working on? Also, the same question goes to you, Mr. Kento. I've been curious to hear what projects you got going on. You said you've been doing some auth, but for what? Account schema. There we go. Just work stuff. Work. Always back up. Yeah, always back up. AKA, probably should always use some kind of repository or version control, like Git. Oh, database on the other hand is a little bit rough. Yeah, that's a bummer. Working on writing music. Oh, that's cool, man. Alright, hey, I think we got that pretty set up. Yep, it won't be username, it's going to be an email. Cool. Alright, sweet. So we got our schema set up there. What we should do is in our test data core, URLs, titles, users. Let's go with an account. Account 1. Email maybe at bob@builder.com. And his password could be Beautiful password. Love it. Is it bad that I'm excited to go back to school just so I can get GitHub student? Nice. Cool. I got ourselves an account. Core dot accounts dot account one. And we're gonna do object dot. What was it? Object dot. It's not copy. Oh, assign. Don't have to do this, but just to be safe that I don't manipulate the contents of it. Sweet. Here's your account. Post there. Response. Yep, should have an ID. Well, that's kind of funny. We should have a property of token. I don't know about that. I don't know if we'll return the token or not. Welcome back, Knights. Alright, we can actually run this test. Set this up real quick. It's not going to pull in a module yet. Got an error response. Cool. This is called auth. Cool. We're not going to do anything with that. Res dot send. Something that has looks like this. Token. Whoa. Token. Your token's gonna look sweet. It's gonna look a lot like their password. Okay. There we go. What if I can grep for that? I don't know. I want you to run Mocha on source API v1 v1 auth underscore post test. Go. Probably because no, my server is running. I wonder if it's not picking up new files. Try again. Thanks for the token, Bing Bad. Bing Bad. Yep. Alright, let's try that again. Oh no. Alright, error. Not found. Not found. What's not found? Chai post / auth Ish. I know I. My bad. You need to pull in auth. Auth. And you take an app. Alright. Try again. Yay! The wheel on Riot's head goes round and round and round and round. Yes. Wheel. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Sounds about right. Riot's head goes round. True story. Alright, there we go. Auth, events. Let's flip this around. Yay, it gets the token. But we don't actually create anything. Cool. So, what I do need to do, I need to add in JWT. JWT. Okay, that works. Hello, gorgeous. JWT node. Huh, what's Express JWT? Alright, why would we ever want to use it straight up like this? Middleware that validates JSON web tokens and sets request.user. Okay. Well, that's cool. Excuse me. By default, the Dakota token is attached to request, but can be configured. Cool. It's gonna be pretty lightweight. All I'm gonna encode is their ID. So I do need to store their account whenever that gets created. This is pretty cool though. Does it have dependencies? Do I actually need to install JWT? Maybe not. That makes me happy. What about signing? Actually, does it have the signing? Because that's just receiving. Oh, I got decrypting. Air handling. Yeah. Alright, so I gotta use both. That's fine. We might come back for this one. This seems pretty neat. dash dash save. We want to keep you. Hold on to it forever and ever. Alright, cool. So, let's create us a module now for auth. New folder. Auth. Alright, he gets a new file called index.js. He is cool. My module bundler. Super fancy. Close all this crap. Alright, so new file. We'll just call this one create account.js. And we got function create account. And we're going to do module.exports equals create account. Yay! And we're going to need the database connection. Blah. Events, create event. I need, I pretty much need all your stuff right here. Do we want to just give them a short ID? You can just give them a short ID too. Why not? Could blow up in my face, but we'll try it anyways. That's what these tests are for. I don't know what the heck I'm listening to. Alright, so we're going to get the account. Go new account. Como así. And we're going to do my schemas here. Account schema. Cool. Yeah, well, that one. If results dot length, if there are errors, we're gonna return a promise to reject. Yep, like this. GTFO. Okay, cool. Upgrading production servers. Hold your butts. Okay, so great. Supposedly we would have passed that. So if all succeeds, we're gonna go I like to do this just to be safe. Holding my butt tight. Clinch! So we're gonna go, let's I don't know if how I like this, but we're gonna try this. Object.assign. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. CTF Venom. Object.assign. This feels weird, but we're gonna go. What do I really want out of it? Do I even want to do an assign? I don't know. This feels kind of funny, but I'm going to try something real quick. Ugh. Pretty much just trying to strip out any additional things that account might have on it. So we're going to go account.email. There we go. Password. Account.password. Just help kind of validating this. So don't pass any other random crap. Interesting. Alright, so we got the count. We're going to validate the count against here. We got the result. If the result.errors has anything, length, which means 1 or greater, we're going to reject it. We're going to pass those errors right along. But if all goes well, which you don't need an else because the return handles it from there, we are going to do a account._ID equals, let's see, how did we do it here? Just generate us a short ID. Okay. And then we're going to db dot accounts dot insert. We're going to insert in the account. Ta-da! And we'll return on it. All they care about is was it successful or not. So after you register, you just can tell like, yep, you're good. We're not going to log you in. You're going to have to log in again to get your token. And I'm okay with this. Sure. I see JS code. Yes, you do. How's it going, troops? Sure. That's good, right? Oh, well. What are you working on? So I'm building a server that it's a very simplified server that lets you create events. So let's say you're wanting to play soccer. So you could create an event saying, pass the title of soccer, and then you could say, I'm tonight at 7 o'clock, so you say 7 p.m., and you could say, I'm looking for 5 people. So you just slots 5 people, sends it up to the server, creates your event, returns back to you a URL that you can share Facebook, Twitter, email, text, wherever the heck you want, and people can use that link to join your event. So it's just a bare bones server to do something very simple. But usually you get to kind of flesh out my idea of how to structure a node server. This is my own implementation. So yeah. What do you mean build a server? Building a server or a website? I'm building a server to serve a website and mobile apps. And Discord bots. Let's see here. All with JS, even mobile apps? Yep, you can do mobile apps using Cordova. I use Ionic, which is built off of Cordova. So yeah, you can do iOS, Android, and Windows apps using JavaScript, which is pretty cool. Ionic is love. Well then, yeah, it's kind of fun. So Troops, are you a developer? What am I doing? Auth. You can also connect it to external databases. True story. I call myself a JS developer since it's the only language I know besides English, but I suck at it. Oh, well, the only way not to suck at it is pick up a personal project and build something. That's what I do. I would say some people think that just by going to work and working on projects at work is enough to become a good developer. It's one that will keep you a mediocre developer, but you'll be stuck doing whatever the job wants you to do and not really pushing yourself. I tried to build something with Node, but got stuck with too many problems. Oh no! Tell me about your problems. I desire to hear them. It's just a count. It doesn't really matter here. Account. Account. Let account equal blah. Res and blah 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 blah. Let's see. Troops says that was like 3 months ago. Cool. Is it Java? No, this isn't Java. This is JavaScript. IFK for a bit. After that, I switched to C# because that's what my current company wants me to work on. But I still miss doing JS. How do you like C# though? Yeah, I'm curious to see what's about to happen. Mocha, I need you to do a test for me. Fire! So what are you trying to do? I'm building a REST application to create events. Can't SSH now. No! It's a nice language. More friendly than Java. Okay. I like C# for what I used it for. I used it for doing Unity, so game development. I liked it. If you like C#, you'll really like Angular. Not AngularJS, but Angular, their latest, the new Angular. It's very C# feeling. Like, I got in there, I opened up the C# code for this first time, and I looked at their classes, and it looked like Angular. So, that was cool. Because of TypeScript? Yeah, TypeScript really forced it to be that way. Alright, we blew up. Why did we blow up? Whole server blew up. Bleh. Email is not defined. I like C language. Why do you like C language, Mr. Oh, geez. KHFZKLJK, Mr. Face roll on the keyboard. Yeah, Microsoft invented TypeScript to be like C#. I can see that. I used to be a pretty big hater of Microsoft, but I feel like they've been coming around. Here's your question. React Native versus Ionic. Go. All right. Good question. Okay. Warm up for this one. So React Native and versus Ionic. First off, let's go into what is the difference between the two. So React Native, or just NativeScript in general, both of compile down to native code. They go down to Objective-C and to Java. So they go down. They're pretty low level. That's just great. But you do have to do 2 code bases for them. You can't just do one if you're doing React Native. You can use JavaScript, but you still have to use the specific, like Android or iOS's components in order to build. Hey Troops, thanks for the follow, man. Okay, so that's the deal. You get a lot more performance too if you go with React Native. When I say a lot, I'm not a lot. You get more. You do get more because you're closer to the actual core of the system. Now, Ionic. Why would you ever want to go Ionic, which is not native, but is a hybrid? It does do native things as well. So Ionic lets you do CSS, HTML, and JavaScript to build a hybrid application. So you do one code base to do iOS, Android, and Windows phones. I don't know about React Native and Windows, but I can speak to Ionic. You write one code base, and it goes out to all 3 systems. And instead of React compiling down to native, Ionic is built on Cordova, which maps to, it takes JavaScript and maps it to Objective-C and to JavaScript, or not JavaScript, to Java functions. So it's pretty cool. They are both extremely fast. I would just say if you are going to be building a game or something that requires a lot of processing power, you need to go as native as possible. I would even say don't do React Native. Build it in native. But for everything else, go Ionic. Build hybrid. You can reuse components between your web and your mobile. You can share services back and forth. It's so much better, in my opinion. Yeah, you don't have to contextually switch. You need to know the quirks of iOS and Android. It's just web technologies. That was my answer for you. What do you think, Knights? Now I want to get your guys' opinion. KHFJ says, do you know AR as in augmented reality? Is that what you're asking? Let me know. If I know AR, depends. There's a lot of different versions of AR. Troop says, but if you're going to have 2 code bases, how is it cross-platform? That's a great question. It's not. So React Native is not cross-platform. And okay, sorry, I know I have the tone coming across where it sounds like I'm anti-React and React Native. I'm not. I think they're fantastic, and it's great. If you know React, it's perfect. React Native doesn't claim to be cross-platform. It claims to let you write JavaScript to write native apps. That's what its claim is. And in truth, it does. It does a good job at it. Ionic claims to be cross-platform. Or Cordova. I'm sorry, Mr. Demon Wolf, that it's not working. It says email is not defined. Account validator. The account validator. Line 6. Oh, look at that. Oops. No, don't do what you're doing. Okay. Let's try that one more time. I want to run this test. It failed, but we'll check out why in a second. Troops says, but is it really a native app? Is it really a native app? Really native app? It's a great question. I'm going to say, I don't know. I want to say it's pure native. Because it's still JavaScript in there, and these systems aren't designed for JavaScript. Well, it is compiling it. It is compiling it down, so it is taking your JavaScript and turning it into native code. But it still has a lot of transpiler stuff, or yeah, compiler things that are left behind, remnants. So I mean, if you really are trying to go native and trying to get all that performance you human possibly can out of your Android or iOS device, just go native. Don't try to going React Native. Just build it native. That's my only advantage I would see if you're trying to do React Native. Alright, so Knight says, me Ionic. I was researching React Native before I moved into building hybrid mobile apps, but I heard people saying Ionic is better. Then another said React is better, so it's interesting to hear what people are saying. The disadvantages and advantages of each. Yeah, I can see that. I agree. But in order for me to go into building hybrid mobile apps quickly is better used with Ionic because I'm already familiar with the language. React Native is different. Its language is different. My host is rescue mode. Yay! Sweet. Ionic will turn it to native code as well. Don't see what React Native is offering there. Well, Android is Java, Luke. So I'm not sure if Ionic will actually... I don't think Ionic actually turns it into... No, I know for a fact Ionic does not change it to native code. It will change parts of the code to native, but not everything. It still runs... it still uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and that's whenever you go and you debug your app, you actually can plug your phone into your computer, turn it into debug mode, open up Chrome, and you can actually see your phone in Chrome, and you can actually click around in Chrome on like buttons and such in your app, and you'll see your phone responding to those clicks. So it still is in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But it does compile certain things down, like if you're using the camera or the vibrate or notifications, things like that. It will compile those down. So it does the best as it can, and it does a great job. So I don't know. I'm a huge proponent of Ionic Cordova. Knight says, yeah, guys, what Riot said. If your app is graphic intense, then obviously build native. Yeah. Yeah. Genko says, yeah, but you can build Android apps in JS and then essentially wrap them in Java. Yeah. And Knights, we ain't talking about graphic intensity. Yeah, if you're not... if you're not doing a graphic intensive app, go hybrid. Go Ionic. Okay, if you're talking about React versus Ionic, not React Native, that's a different story. Knights hit it. Knights was right though. If we're talking about React Native versus Ionic, it comes down to graphic processor, and you're trying to get as much performance as you can. Go native. Don't do React Native. My feelings. Yeah, so you got React and React Native, and they are separate things. Kind of. But yeah. How do you keep up with all the changes in Node, Eco, and the package updates, etc.? Echo? Eco? Did you mean, I think you meant ecosystem. I'm going to interpret that's what you said. How do I stay up with them? This is funny, because what I do is I know how to build an app. I know how to build a server. I know how to build client. I know all. No, I don't know all. I know functions to build them. But even though, just because I know how to validate an email address or I know how to do an input system, I still Google it almost every single time because I want to see if there's a new or better way to do what I've been doing all along. And if there's not a better way, I usually will spend about 2 or 3 minutes researching something. And if I can't find a better way, then I'll go back and do it the way I already know how to do it. But I'm always trying to see if there is a better way to do something already. Or something that I've been doing. That's how I stay up on it. I also read, I read a lot of blogs. And, a lot of blogs. I look at Reddit. I have coworkers who are pretty bright in development, and so I usually pick their brain, see if they've heard of anything new. Live streaming like I am now, I usually get people like you guys in here who will ask questions, who will tell me that there's a better way of doing what I'm doing, and that's fantastic. I love that. Troop says, but what are you doing? What do you do for search? Won't get the same results each time. Yeah, blogs. I do go to conferences, but not a lot. I've been to probably like 2 conferences total for development. Yeah. How about you guys? What do you guys do to stay up with development? Alright, expected... Oh, what did it return back? What did you just return back? Huh, check that out. I definitely don't want it to do that. Alright. Mithril, yeah. Blogs, how old am I? I'm 28. Yep, going to user groups, meetups is actually, I call them meetups, not necessarily user groups. I feel like that's going into like Alcohol Anonymous. Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce your name. Wimerdini. Oh gosh. Angular versus React, which is better? And then Troops throws in Vue, and Shingogo throws in Mithril. Alright, I'll try to answer the question as best as I can. So we got React. Let's do React and Angular first. And compare those two. So React is a library Angular is a framework. React is just the view. It's just designed to take an input, take JavaScript, render out HTML. That's all it really does, and it does components, and it does it really well. It's actually really cool. Angular does the same thing. It can take data in and JavaScript and renders out HTML. But it also provides a modular system where it lets you put components together and organize them. It introduces factories and services for doing things outside of your component to manage your data. It has an HTTP library built into it as well, so it lets you communicate with your server and other services. It has routing built into it. Has a lot of other things built into it, so you get a lot of tools and goodness that comes with Angular opposed to React. What I suggest to people whenever I go into a company, because I get the same question a lot, for personal projects, if you want a lot more flexibility, you go with React, since it is only handling one part of your application and not the entire thing. If you're going into a company where you're working with several other developers, I like Angular since it forces the team to work close together. It takes more of the decision making out of the process. Says, if you're going to be doing an HTTP request, you're doing it my way. If you're going to be doing a factory or service, you're doing it my way. So that's my opinion between the two. Now, Vue was brought up and Mithril, and both of those are awesome. Those are two. Vue is described as if Angular and React got together and had a baby. Vue is just a view part of your application. It does the same thing as React. It's closer to React than it is to Angular. Mithril is the same thing. Mithril is closer to React. Whew, that was a lot. All right, let's see here. 28, when did that happen? I know, right? I just read stuff. Most of my friends are not IT people. Yeah. I'll put this to sleep if I start talking about code. Se han unido. Already united. Yeah, they're already together. All right, let me know if that answered your question, or if you want to go more in depth, or if you didn't understand something that I said. I like talking about this stuff, so please ask away. Yeah, definitely don't want that to happen. That's interesting. It's returning that. Don't want it to return back to me that. I just want to tell me that you were good. Okay. Troop says, yeah, people think I'm a hacker when I open the command line. Yes. It does make you look like a wizard, though. I don't need my validator open. Just my test, mainly. I should not have known Where the flip did the rest of my stuff go? Excuse me. Thanks, Will. Choose Angular, then since I have a big project. Cool. I'm excited to hear what you build. Alright, so what are you going to have this do? When that's successful, great. I am just going to even though it is returning something, I don't care. I'm just gonna send. And then I'm gonna go res.body. Not really. I want res.something. Jack 1017, thanks for the follow. The silent bot. Well, hello. How's it going? That's what I want right there. Thank you. Two OS. 2OS. What does that mean? Oh. Huh. Silent boot. OOT. There we go. Time to reinstall servers. Oh, that sucks. Should be a fun hour or two. Though actually, I did hack some Mac games, so that didn't. Speaking of games, how's Albion treating you guys? Milton oh my gosh, Milton Randall. There we go. How's it going? And thanks for the follow. And Wimmerdinil. Oh gosh, tell me how to pronounce your name. But Wimmardinil. Dinny. Anyways, thank you for the follow. It worked so well before. I touched Albion in a while. Mardini. W Mardini. Do you want me to call you W or Mardini? All right, you tell me how you want me to pronounce your name. What you want me to call you. Yeah, I'm doing what Genko's doing. Log in, farm, herd, log out. I'm waiting for the learning points. So, gotcha. Alright, let's see if this works. That'd be sweet if it does. Correct. Doesn't matter. That is more or less what I did when I learned. Yeah. Yay, we passed this. So the good news is we're doing that. Oh, but we have bad news. 'Cause we have probably created a whole bunch of accounts for the same people. Show DBs use. Hey. This is right. I think. Use Evently. Show collections. Alright. db.accounts.count. 4. Okay. db.accounts.find. We want all of them. That's pretty. Yeah. We're going to have to make uniqueness on the email field. Cool. Yeah, we need to do that. Alright, so we can't just do DB accounts insert. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how to do that. I can't remember. Hello. Alright, we're going to do Mongo insert unique. View collections. Yeah, that would be good. Do that. I like that, but okay. Yes, I know, that's good. That'd be good to do, but create index. Balls, because that is the right thing to do. Because then it's an index and it's really fast to look up your account. But my problem is that's on the database and in my server. What I need is a script that can say, hey, like a startup script. I guess I call them migration scripts for MySQL. But you could kind of probably do something like that for Mongo. Alright, well, not going to do that tonight, that piece. We're just going to do something simple. Like not doing it this way. I can't connect to Google. Can't connect to Google? How's that a thing? That's not good. I fear this is going to bite me in the butt. Alright. We're going to do create index. On here. Google is down. No, that's not a thing. Don't say that. Don't say those things. That's a sign of the end of the times when Google goes down. Alright, what is this called? DB accounts. db.accounts.create index. I don't like it. And we're going to create it on email. 1. Good. And then that is unique. 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 1. Do it. Yes. db.accounts.remove all of them. Alright, now try again. I need to make a note. I love Google. He was using it before switching to VS Code. Oh, that sucks. Alright, sorry, Knights. I saw... by the way, right, have you tried Atom? I think I'm in love with this editor. I think I told you I was using Coda before. Ah, yes. I was using Atom before I switched over to Visual Studio Code. Really? Why are you going to Atom again now? I'm just curious. I've never heard anyone go the other direction. Yay, and that should fail. Blow up. Yay! Yeah. Well, I can switch back to Visual Studio Code. No. Don't let us persuade you to switch back. If you like it, you stick with it. But you got to answer our questions of why. Because I really want to know why you switched from Visual Studio Code back to Atom. Don't let Mr. Demon Wolf bully you around. He's Atom for so long, but got tired of lag. Yeah. I just like the look of it, I guess. Yeah. I really did love Atom. But the things that I liked about Atom, Visual Studio Code has right out of the box. Like this right here, having the terminal or a command prompt built right into Visual Studio Code is huge. I went and got a plugin for that with Atom, and it was good. But I like that this is actually, that's what I thought of from the beginning. Like, you know what? They need this. That's great. I also like that TypeScript is supported, is right out of the box with Visual Studio Code. Alright, what was I doing? I needed to create a remove. Get account. We're going to create another one here. New file. Alright, so we're going to remove an account by email? Let's see here. People are saying, got it to working. Yeah. True. Visual Code got those stuff, but I have to install that package for Atom. I would have to disable the new things with commands for PowerShell just to use it. You should try WebStorm even when I want to use Bash. Tell me about WebStorm. Why do you like WebStorm? Kind of interesting because the email, I can probably just do it off ID. No. I'll just do remove account by username since it's unique by email. All right, function. remove account. And I'm gonna go module dot exports equals remove account. And then it's gonna take in a email address. And then we're gonna go we're just gonna go give me these things. Give me. Page up. Blah. We don't need that. We're gonna go db dot, oh boy, accounts dot remove, then email, return. Perfect. Looks fancy. Can handle big projects. Don't need to install extra plugins. Everything built in. That's cool. Is it? I know this is a little bit of a loaded question, but is it a heavier editor? I mean, it's funny because it's pros and cons. It's don't need to install extra plugins. It's kind of the reason why I got away from using things like Eclipse, NetBeans. Those were a long time ago. Because they did have everything included, but when they say everything, they meant everything. And I did not use everything. So how heavy is it? WebStorm. Ooh, that looks good though. Alright. We got our schema, cool. Tests, helpers. Compose event, generate event, remove event. New file. Remove account.js. Those are still using relative. Whatever. Alright, here we go. What am I doing? I am doing something. This. Give me that. Then I need to go here. Remove account. Don't use that. Alright, cool. We got the auth module. So we're going to do auth module dot remove. Remove account. Like that. Was just taking too much space for things I wasn't using. For my Mac machine runs much smoother than VS Code. Interesting. Is it free or paid? Paid. Okay. That's probably why I haven't used it. Oh, dollar value. No, thank you. But it's true. You get what you pay for. Unless it's Visual Studio Code, which is free and awesome. Makes you wonder how do like companies get away with doing that? Like, where are they making their money? I don't know. I'm a bit tired to think about. Try to figure that out. All right, so we got yes. Remove account by email. Email. I like that. We're going to rename this. Where'd you go? Advance. No. Auth. Create account. Remove account. No. We're going to rename you. You are now known by this. Let's see here. It's open source. Also, it's MSFT, but WebStorm's more awesome. Gross. Not everyone has all the money in the world. I'm off for the night. All right, see you again, Co. That's cool. Maybe I'll have to try it sometime, just to say I've tried it. But I'm glad you like it, though. How'd you like it? What are some of the cool things that it comes out of the box with? Compose, remove account is... We're going to do it by the email or core accounts. Core accounts. Account 1. Account 1 dot email. Beautiful. I'm so tired, but need to get this site back up. Yeah. I'm going to be getting off here shortly. I just want to get this test in a full circle. Let's see. Grab this. I'm going to grab after. Yeah. Right here. After you're done, I would like for you to remove event tests. Remove account. Remove account tests. Yeah. Alright, so we got this. Remove account tests. Good. Remove account. We're going to rename you. Rename. Okay. Is this right? Yeah. Okay. Account tests, helpers. Yes. Remove. 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 You're going to take in core counts. Count. Email. Cool. Let's see what blows up. Fire! Biscuits. Well, I should have removed it, though. Yay! We can test all day now. Look at us go. We are cool. We are cool. Alright. Well, we can create an account. Reinstall one. Nice. That is pretty neat. Gotta keep working on that, though. Alright, guys. Well, I'm off for the night. I hope to be back on tomorrow night. We'll see. Not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing. That's right. But feel free to follow, guys. I generally stream about an hour and 42 minutes ago is usually when I start. So that's 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, MST. Feel free to come back. We're just going to keep building on this thing and just hang out and geek out about code. And hear about Mr. Demon's life of getting his servers back and running. Cool. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.